Paul Revere and his son, Joseph Warren, who was following in his footsteps, taking over some of the shops, I believe, I'm pretty confident at this point, speaking as a historian, that they can be credited or blamed for America's first example of industrial espionage. Because Paul Revere in 1804 sent his son, Joseph Warren, over to England. He said, son, could you go over there, act like you're a merchant, right? So explain that you're a merchant from America and you want to buy some copper sheeting. Talk your way into their copper manufactories. See if you could look at their operations. I've got some questions for you. So by this point, he'd been working for years. So he already was making copper sheets, but he knew there were improvements to be had, and he didn't know exactly what to do. And he knew the English copper was the best, right? So you say, boy, if we could figure out some of their solutions to problems, I could do that here. This was a guarded technological secret, right? So it would have been treason for someone to try and share this information or leave England once you were trained with this information. So Paul wanted his son, Joseph Warren, to go over there and talk his way into it. And he succeeded. In spite of all the secrecy, all the measures there, this is an image, right, that Joseph Warren smuggled out, right, that's showing like his drawing of some geared up rolling wheels and how they go into the water. And you can picture him very excited. In the letter, he says, Dad, this is great. We have one water wheel turning the bottom roller and a second water wheel turning the top roller. They have one water wheel. And the gears on the bottom roller turn the top roller. They just need one water wheel. We have two. Theirs is much more efficient, right? So he's like talking about all these advances over there, things that Paul could then bring, right, into his shop. So a lot of people talk, we mentioned Cabot Lowell, right? Lowell was of the Lowell Mills fame, right? Was known for traveling over, right, to England to learn about weaving technology and so on. That was after this, right? This was definitely earlier. So as far as I know, this is the first case of an American traveling, learning, and bringing the knowledge back.